Merhabalar herkese. Hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Dünya sıralamasında ilk 200'de yer alan University of Mannheim ile Almanya'da politika ve sosyal bilimler yüksek lisans eğitimi hakkında öğrenmeniz gereken tüm detayları Priscilla ve Claudia'dan dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı soru cevap bölümünden yönlendirmeyi unutmayın. Yes, Claudia, the stage is yours now. You're muted.
Sorry. Welcome to this information event during which my colleague Priscilla Golling and I will introduce you to the master's programs in political science and sociology at the University of Mannheim. We are very happy to be here. My name is Claudia Eckhardt and I'm the program manager for sociology at the University of Mannheim. Next slide, please. As you can see, Mannheim is located in southwestern Germany and it is easily accessible by train or by plane. Okay, next one. Mannheim is a multicultural city in the northern corner of the state of Baden-Württemberg, and it is about 70 kilometers south of Frankfurt. With a population of 320,000 people, it has a city center small enough to be explored by foot, but also big enough to offer a vibrant urban life with lots of cafes, movies, theaters, cultural events, and museums. The university campus has a perfect location as it is within walking distance of the city center. Most of the schools are located inside Mannheim Palace, Germany's largest Baroque palace. Mannheim gives you the exciting opportunity to discover the rest of Germany and Europe, be it hiking in the beautiful Palatinate or taking a weekend trip to the romantic Heidelberg or even France. There are many destinations nearby which offer a great getaway from the hustle and bustle of city life. The University of Mannheim has always been home to excellent social and economic sciences. The history of the university traces back to 1907, when Mannheim's civil society fostered the foundation of Mannheim's first school of commerce, so-called Handelsschule. Since the official appointment as university in 1967, the number of students and the variety of programs has grown exponentially. Today, 5 schools offer first-class learning opportunities for 12,000 students, out of which 2,000 are international. The Mannheim Palace is the core of the campus and the largest Baroque palace in Germany. The University of Mannheim is one of the leading research institutions in Germany. This has been confirmed by numerous rankings, awards, by surveys among employers, and by the German Excellence Initiative. Mannheim is the only state university in Germany that has adjusted to the more commonly used international academic calendar. The University of Mannheim offers almost every kind of sports you can imagine. The best thing is that the facilities are free of charge. Social or cultural engagement outside the classroom plays an important role at the University of Mannheim. More than 30 student organizations offer opportunities to get involved in business or social project, culture, or the media. The weekly student parties, called Schneckenhof parties, are famous. Organized by your fellow students, there are always creative mottos, student-friendly prizes, and many specials. So this is our agenda. We will start with the master's program Sociology, then introduce the master's program in Political Science, and subsequently discuss the possibilities of a semester abroad. Finally, we will explain the application procedure. So, the master programs in sociology can be found all over the world. However, each program has its own character and individual focus, and it is very important to check before your application if it fits for your interests, your skills, and if it matches with your future plans for professional career. We put a strong focus on research, and therefore it is important to us to offer you many possibilities to get involved in research activities already as a student. Many master students take on jobs as student assistants at one of the chairs or also at the research institutions which are situated on campus too. These are also good places where you can do your mandatory research internship. Every school has its own research interests, and within our sociology department, we concentrate on topics within the areas of demographic change, migration, integration, and education and labor markets, development in private sector, and welfare states organizations. You can find more information about current research activities on the website of the different sociology chairs of the University of Mannheim. We are a small program which enables everyone to actively participate in the sessions and engage with the professors and your fellow students within the seminars and also the lectures. The program offers you an international learning environment. We have many international students on the program, and you also have the chance to spend a semester abroad as part of the program at one of our partners' universities. While being a student at our school, you always have the chance to get in touch with the sociology program management, which is me at the moment, as well as with my colleague in our internship office if you need advice or have any questions regarding your studies. This is our degree plan of our program. Our master program in sociology is a 2-year program with 4 semesters, and it is completely taught in English, so you don't need any proof of German language to get into the program. It is research-oriented. It is a research-oriented program with a special focus on methods and comparative research. All our lectures are accompanied by tutorials or exercise classes and create possibilities to gain practical research experiences right from the beginning of your studies. As you can see, there are 7 fields of studies, such as sociological research fields or foundations of sociological theory, which I will explain you in the next slides. We'll start with the sociological research fields. Within this module, you may choose 5 elective seminars from different areas of concentration, such as social inequality and stratification, sociology of migration, comparative welfare state analysis, labor relations, organizational theory, and so on and so on. Next slide, please. The module Advanced Research Methods consists of a lecture and an exercise course. While students are taught how to analyze event history data and panel data during the lecture, they learn practical research methods using secondary data and information from other sources during the exercise course. In the module Research, Modules and Thesis, in this module, the module Research Design encourages students to develop a suitable research design for a specific research question, particularly with regards to the master's thesis, and to select and use available resources. A mandatory research internship is designed to offer hands-on experience in empirical research. Students may substitute the internship with attending a summer school program or working as a student assistant. Our internship office will assist students in finding internship positions and summer school programs that are in line with their interests. During the research project, students first attend the seminar and research methods. In the seminar, they will deepen and extend their knowledge of advanced methods and empirical social research, preparing them for the subsequent research project seminar. During the exercise course in exemplary empirical studies, explanation approaches are evaluated using exemplary new publications, and formal and stylistic standards for academic tests are taught. In the concluding research project seminar, students prepare an empirical analytical study in a focus area of sociological research. Students complete their master thesis during their 4th semester. The thesis is expected to have the format of a research article suitable for submission to an academic journal in the social sciences. Research questions, research design, and initial empirical findings are presented during the master's forum day. While they write their master thesis, students also attend a colloquium. Our school is deeply committed to mentoring students as they take this important step toward a successful academic career. Next slide, please. We have a strong focus on research in the program, but that doesn't mean that all our graduates become researchers. I gathered 3 examples for you of recent graduates to give you an idea of future careers for sociologists. Sophie, she graduated last year and now works as a data analyst for Booking.com. Clara, she made her PhD at one of our chairs. Lila also extended her academic career in pursuing a PhD degree in the strategy unit at Harvard Business School. So now I give to you, Priscilla.
Thank you, Claudia. I'm Priscilla Golling, and I'm the program manager for the political science program here at the University of Mannheim, which I will now give you an overview of. The master's program in political science at the University of Mannheim is quite unique. We only have 25 students per year, and about half of them with an international background, since this is an English-taught master's program, like Claudia already said. And this ultimately creates an international and intimate learning environment. The program, just like like what Claudia already presented, our political science program is also research-oriented and builds on our school's strength in empirical analytical approaches, particularly in quantitative methods and comparative research. That's what we're kind of known for, and why people come here to study political science at the University of Mannheim. Moreover, we have one of the best political science departments in Germany according to different rankings, and we are closely related to different research institutions that are located in Mannheim, such as the MZIS, which is the largest research institution for social sciences at a German university. And that will provide you with excellent opportunities to gain practical research experience during your studies. Now let's have a look at the contents of the program. This as well is a 2-year program that stands out for its empirical analytical research approach. And as you can see, during the first semester, you are going to have 3 different modules focusing on methods. And each module consists of a lecture and a seminar. That is game theory, quantitative methods, and then research design. And we know that for some students, it may have been a while since they last dealt with mathematical concepts, but you're going to need certain mathematical tools for the rest of your master's program, especially for the mandatory courses in statistics and game theory. And that is why we offer a math refresher course and also an introductory R course right before the semester starts, which will hopefully set you up for success. It's not compulsory, but we highly recommend it just so that you will have a life a lot easier. You would then have 4 basic modules, which are lectures as well. First, you take international politics, that is dealing with peace and conflict research, negotiations in international contexts, and the like. Then in comparative government, you will focus on topics such as decision-making institutions, voting behavior, or political participation. The module International Political Economy deals with topics such as globalization, international trades, financial crises, etc. And then last but not least, comparative political behavior delves into old and new social political conflicts, civil society attitudes towards the political system, and topics like that. So these modules, the basic modules and the methods modules, give you a good basis to then decide which research module to pick, you have the choice between three different ones. First, you can choose international politics, or comparative politics, or advanced quantitative methods, what Mannheim is known for. In the module International Politics is dedicated to two main areas. First, it's European politics, and then on the other hand, you will also focus on politics and peace and conflict studies. So that might include courses around the topics of foreign affairs and conflict analysis, globalization and international trade, and so on. In the research module Comparative Politics, you focus on actors such as decision-making institutions, political parties, stakeholders, and social movements, as well as civil society organizations. And then the courses in Advanced Quantitative Methods introduce you to strategies and tools that you can employ to develop suitable statistical models tailored to your particular research questions. So some of the courses focus on methods of data collection, how to design and implement surveys, and other courses emphasize data analyses using different methods, such as basic principles of game theory, fundamentals of statistics, etc. Before you finish your studies, you are to do a research internship as well. And for that, we also set you up with the right institutions where you can do your internship. That'll be a 6-week internship, and then finally, during the 4th semester, you will write your master's thesis within a time frame of 21 weeks, and that can be supervised by any professor of our department. Graduates from our master's program in political science are really ideally positioned for jobs requiring the theoretically and analytically rigorous analysis of social problems. And one of our graduates describes her experience at the University of Mannheim as follows. As you can see here, she points out how well prepared she was for her job, where she is handling a large amounts of data on a daily basis, and how she enjoyed her time studying abroad, and that she found it really helpful to use the extensive network that the university is offering. Recent graduates are now working not only in academia, but also in careers outside of that, such as management or policy consulting, market or media research, journalism, government, international organizations, and NGOs. So you really have like a very diverse field where you can, just dive into. And another aspect that I would like to focus on now that Daniela on this slide already mentions about her experience at our university is studying abroad. We have quite a few opportunities for you. First off, there are plenty opportunities to study abroad in Europe within the Erasmus program. And the advantage of that is that you don't have any tuition fees. There are scholarships available through the Erasmus program. And we also ensure that you do not have to extend your studies due to your semester abroad, but we will see to it that all the classes that you're taking abroad are going to be recognized here in Mannheim as well. So you don't lose any time and make great experiences abroad. Then we also have special faculty programs that are especially reserved for the political science master's students. As you can see on the slide, we have agreements with several outstanding universities that really put you on the map. So studying at New York University or Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri, or Rice University in Houston, Texas, will be a really great asset for your future career. And since these are partnership programs, there are also no extra tuition fees. And our last special opportunity that I would like to present to you is the double degree program with Bocconi University in Milan, Italy. That is, you will study the first year here in Mannheim, and then the second year you're going to spend at Bocconi University in Milan. And by the end of the 2-year program, you will have gained 2 masters from both universities, which is a really good deal if you ask me. And there are also no extra tuition fees, and even Erasmus scholarships are available for this program. So quite a few opportunities to not only spend the time in Mannheim, but also broaden your horizon and study abroad. Finally, we will have a look at the application process for our master programs. There are certain admission requirements for both the Master in Social Sciences or Political Science. You need to have a bachelor's degree in these fields or a closely related field, and you need to have a final grade of good, which is the equivalent to the German grade of 2.5 or better. We also require you to have a good level of English because both master programs are taught in English, so you need to show proof of good knowledge of English. And third, you also need to show proof of good performance in the area of data analysis, statistics, empirical social research methods from your undergraduate degree, also with the grade of 2.5 good. And for sociology specifically, you need to have at least 24 ECTS points in the area of quantitative methods, empirical social research, statistics, or mathematics, also with the average grade of 2.5 or better. Because as you have seen in our presentation, that is what you are going to need throughout the program. And in order for you to survive this program, we want to make sure that you already have good knowledge of these fields so that you don't have to catch up on a lot of basics, but that you're set up for success. For the political science masters, we have specific selection criteria. On the basis of these 3 criteria, applicants will be awarded points and then ranked accordingly because, as you remember, there are only 25 spots for our master's program, and this is how the selection committee will decide who gets a spot. First off, your final grade from your undergraduate degree will play a role. Then you will write a letter of motivation in English that will count 30% towards the final ranking. And then the biggest influence on your final score will be a sample of written work in political science that can be written in English or in German. And it is to show your ability to conduct research in political science. For both master's programs, the application period is from April 1st through May 15 for a study start in the next fall of 2026. You will apply online, and in case you need to take a test to show proof of your English language skills, for example, you can submit the results later as well, so even after May 15, but no later than August 15. And if you have any questions beyond this session today, feel free to reach out to Claudia and me. We're available via email, or you can book an online appointment if you have any questions regarding the program, or if you're uncertain throughout the application process. Just don't hesitate to reach out to us. And now we're going to answer your questions. Let's see, Claudia, have you had a chance to have a look at them yet?
Yeah, I think the first question is, what is the typical duration of the master's program in social sciences? I think in sociology, I can answer maybe for sociology, it's like it's 4 or 5 semesters. So yeah, you can it's at the longest it's 7 semesters, but this is yeah, it's not that often. I think like 4 or 5 semesters, it's the average of the duration of studying.
Mm-hmm. What are the main differences between the masters?
This is a tricky question a little bit, but but maybe you can say how in this for sociology you can say how are the sociology how are the societies structured, and how develop the norms and the regulations of a society. This is maybe the one of the main questions in sociology. Meanwhile, in political sciences, maybe how the political system function, work, and how political decisions can be done. Maybe this is a little bit the main idea of both of these, but maybe you can say it a little bit clearer. Priscilla, I don't know.
I think also for political science, it is analyzing how societies work and how decisions are being made. And this we try to do with the empirical analytical approach. So we look at numbers, we look at developments through this approach. I think there are also different approaches to political science, but yeah, and then we try to see, the influences of political systems on society. Yeah, and then for social, I think maybe that answers the question, hopefully. If not, you may ask more specifically. Yep. Then the next question, does the University of Mannheim offer scholarships specifically for social science students? I don't think we have scholarships specifically for social science students, but we have more general scholarships available at our university that you can apply for. We
like
also have
stipendium, for
right,
example.
or through DAAD, you can apply for a general scholarship, and you can find all the scholarship opportunities on our website where they're listed.
Yes, and I think the next question is already answered, because our programs are fully taught in English, and you don't have to be able to speak German.
What else?
Yes, like Priscilla said already,
Yes.
there are the DAD or external scholarships, which are given also to our students, of course. Yes, I think.
I'm going to put the link in the chat, so
Great.
you can
Thank you.
take a look at all the scholarships available through our university, or the ones that would be interesting for you.
Yeah, and
sorry, go on.
The academic background is required. You need a BA, like Priscilla already mentioned, there is an average of grade which you have to have to be able to apply for our master programs. And also the English skills. The proof of English skills is necessary.
Are there part-time work opportunities for master students? There definitely are. You could work as a student assistant at one of our chairs. Here, there are plenty of opportunities at offer where you could also already gain like hands-on experience in doing research or being part of certain projects that might even help you for your final thesis or beyond. And we also have a what is it called? On our website, we also have different job offers collected. So you can also take a look there.
A database.
A database for different opportunities to work part-time as a student. The minimum GPA, we already answered that. It's 2.5 in the German grade system. It's not, it's different from the American system if you are referring to that. What?
Some scholarships are cover completely the living costs, but some are just a support to for you. So it depends on the scholarships, I think. And the list you can see in the webinar chat.
We already answered the question about work. Just keep in mind that if you have to work besides your studies, you might have to extend your studies because then, like, depending on your workload, that is something to keep in mind. And then we have the regulation that Claudia already mentioned that you need to be finished within 7 semesters. So, but yeah, you definitely have some wiggle room if you don't manage to graduate within the planned out 4 semesters.
Concerning the management master program, I'm not very deep in it, so I think I can't answer this question because it's I'm only responsible for the sociology department, not for management master program. This is another department, I think. Priscilla, do you know anything about it?
Unfortunately, I don't. Let me just look up if I can find out who's in charge and then send you the contact. Because usually, yep. Maybe just send an email to, hold on, to MMMBWL at University of Mannheim, or you find more information on the website, but I would assume you've already had a look there, but just to be sure. Next question. In political science, is 60% paper required in the article format? I was research volunteer in an NGO. I wrote some analysis to publish at websites such as Summary or Analyze of European Political News. Like I've mentioned before, the paper is to show your skills in doing research, and that it does not necessarily have to be a term paper. That's all I know. but at the end of the day, our selection committee is in charge, and only they will decide. So I cannot tell you anything. I would try to turn it in anyways. And if you think you have something else that shows your skills in doing research in political science more, then use that. But I wouldn't say it's impossible, or I wouldn't say it's not fitting enough. But on the other hand, the selection committee has to decide.
Concerning the questions about the average of 2.5. Okay, normally you use formula, which is called Bayerische Formel.
Bavarian.
Bavarian formula, and I found on Wikipedia. I found it, but only in German. But maybe you will you can translate it in Turkish or English as well. Maybe I find it in English as well, but just 1 second. No, but I think this is a formula, and this is independent from the language. I think maybe it will be helpful even if you don't speak German. But I have a look if I find it an English one. Here is. But I think if you use Google or some other searching engine, you will find several converter who helps you convert your GPA.
Yeah. If you have any other questions, or maybe like later at the end of the day, feel free to send us an email or book an online appointment. Yeah. And if there is no other questions, then thank you so much for your attention.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for the great presentation, Priscilla and Claudia. It was very informative session for the attendees, and we had a lot of questions. You covered them all. Thank you for your answers as well. And in the meantime, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. University of Mannheim ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için ekranda görmüş olduğunuz mail adreslerinden Claudia ve Priscilla'ya her zaman ulaşabilirsiniz. Bir sonraki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you very much again, ladies. It was a pleasure to have you in our IEFT Talks.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.